Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple different ways to change the color of a specific item, for specifically these flowers. To do this, I'm going to make some copies of these layers just so I have them so we can refer back to our original all the time. We can also save them as a smart object as we go too. That way we'll have that non-destructive layer. The first thing you want to do is you're going to want to zoom in on the items that you're going to change because you want to be able to see them fairly well. So I'm going to move this over here. And then I'm going to use my quick selection tool, and I'm going to select these flowers here. Go over here, select this one, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to refine the edge. And this is really nice to get rid of all this extra stuff or to add things in. So let's kind of zoom around that, and that'll take out a lot of the things that I don't want or a lot of things that we do want. So that's a nice little added tip to do. And then I'm going to go in over here and get this yellow flower as well. You can make this brush smaller, bigger too by just using your brackets. Remember, that's a shortcut to shrink things or make things bigger or smaller. That's pretty good. I'm going to hit OK. Okay, and here you can see that I have most of the flowers selected. Now there's a couple different ways we can do this. We can go down into our adjustments panel here, and we can click on hue and saturation. And here we'll have this little panel will come up, and we can change our colors just by sliding this bar one way or the other. That's kind of a nice, quick, easy way to do it. You can also bring your saturation down, and when you're satisfied with that, you can just minimize that. Another thing you could mess with also is if you wanted to touch up the vibrance, you could click on that. That'll make your colors either less vibrant or more vibrant, just depending on what you're looking for. Again, you can mess with your saturation. You can dull it or bring it up. And as you can see, it's adding these little mask layers onto here. So that's one real quick way. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I'm just going to select all these, and I'm going to convert those into a smart object so I have those separate. Okay, so now you can see that I've hit everything. So I'm going to bring back this color change too. I've made another copy of the background layer. And from here now we're going to we're going to do the same thing but just in a little bit different way. So like we did before, we're going to go in and we're going to quick select. Again, we're going to paint in. Whoops. I'll quickly paint these in. Okay, so I have them all selected. So now another tool you could use would be what's called your replacement brush. And that's underneath your regular brush here, and that's located right here. I have my brush, my pencil, and then I have the color replacement brush. And I'm going to use that to paint on that layer. Now I can select a color that I want. Let's say I want to make them, oh, I don't know, let's make them blue. No, blue's not a good choice because my background is blue. How about we'll make them pink again. Okay, so I can make that brush a little bigger. And I can just go in and just paint right on them. So rather than having to go in with your slider bar, you can just go ahead and pick the color you want and just paint on there. You can see that works pretty nicely. Now you can see because of the way I selected things here, it's not necessarily changing the flowers completely. Control D for deselect. Let's just zoom out once and take a look at that. You can see now that I have pink flowers. So that would be the other way to do it. And that one is also complete. Okay, so now I'm going to show you color or hue blend mode. This is another way to do it. This particular way is probably about just as easy as the others. Again, you would have to use your quick selection tool and refine the edge a little bit. which I've already done on this flower, and I have still the color pink. So on this one, you're going to want to create another layer. So I'm on my color change 3, and I'm going to make a new layer so it goes above it. And there it is. And now I'm going to hit Alt backspace to fill that layer in with the solid color pink, because that's my foreground color. And while I'm still on that top layer, I'm going to go to my blend modes, and I'm going to either check color or hue. Let's try hue first. And as you can see, what it does is that it takes these two layers that are on top of each other and it merges them together, and it creates that like tint of pink, but you can still see the details. Let's reverse a little bit. Let's just see the change, if there is any. If I change it to color mode, it'll probably be about the same. And it is. It's pretty much the same. So that way, you know, that's another way you can do it. Okay, for some reason, if you wanted to change this color, you would then just go over here and go down to your FX mode, and you could do color overlay. And when this layer style comes up, now you're going to want to go to color overlay or hue, select color. I want to change my color. So maybe I want to change it to, let's say, a green color. Okay. Okay. And now my flower, as you can see already, has changed to green. So those are just a couple different ways that you can do this. So have fun. Those are multiple ways to change your colors. I would like to see you pick at least one and then label which mode you chose.